by bread alone. Yeah, this word got food in it. Stepping on the devil dome. You should see the bruise in it. Backing out the scripts. Told a demon to stand down. Go against the Most High. We gon' see how it pan out. The Father gave me hope. Fill me with the ghosts. Now they hate it when I glow. Joseph with the coat. Looking for their fruit, but they ain't got no cantaloupe. The Messiah or Belial, you can't be a fan of both. Can't serve two masters. Bread of heaven with the living water, yeah, serving up a truth platter. We ain't idolizing no folly, now we setting up a new standard. When Christ touched down, make the whole earth shake like Bruce Banner. Yeah, bringing them troops to ya. End times getting spookier. Warfare getting nuclear. Mankind getting goofier. They intoxicated with a wine, damn, she done roofied them. I'm checking every word. Spirit doctrine like a proofreader. I hate these Nicolaitans. Hate these raving idols, man, I hate these flipping pagans. Trying to play my father and I hate these imitations. Screaming out Hosanna, we escape that simulation. Better flee to me, vote these or else that lake is where you layin'. Great is he inside of me, casting out this net like I was by the Sea of Galilee. Harvest gon' be plenty, but the laborers are few. Matthew 17 and 20, there ain't nothing we can't do. I can't be no lukewarm, fringes with the blue on. Devil wanna deal, but I told him this ain't Groupon. Praise to the Almighty, you know we gon' sing a new song. Hail the King of King, the ultra low, no Jimmy Neutron. If you keep his laws and his commands, then we can fellowship. I don't get with Pharisees and I don't rock with Hellenists. I ain't praising man, cause only Father get my reverence. I'm swimming in the word, it got me feeling like a yellowfin. Yeah, big stepper, Mr. Demon Chin Checker, trying to hear that well done, cause I feel that displeasure. Father pouring out the wrath, and he got a big measure. If it ain't about the kingdom, then I don't give a six letter. You got faith in the Messiah, you got power. I was clean up in that blood just like a shower. Isaiah 5, you were the vine that came out sour. But now we stand and giving glory in this hour. Yeah, we breaking them curses, fleeing the ways of the serpent. Follow his word and pray for discernment, cause they want us laying in hearses. We gotta rise up, raise and resurface. Choose life and stay in your purpose. The price was paid like a merchant, through Christ who came as a servant. See, the kingdom is really the bag, but yet somehow they chasing a Birkin. After this you ain't getting a chance. While you living you can't better search him. Gotta call on his name like his urchin. Never knowing that day is emerging. So repent at the weight of perversions. Judgment coming, that thing is for certain. Let's go.
To love him and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul and with all thy soul.
So what the Christian church would do was, right, they would have you say, oh yeah, serve the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul. They'll stop there. They'll make it a vague statement. They'll make it an open-ended statement, and then decide what it is to serve God. The Bible does not what it is to serve God. All you have to do is keep reading, right? So we're going to show you what it actually means to serve God.
Verse 13, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's what it means to serve, to keep the commandments. You see how everybody got fringes on right now? You see how everybody else got tassels on right now? Those are commandments of the Most High God. You see how everybody that's able to, they have beards on right now? That is the commandment of the Most High God. Something as simple as that is serving the Most High God, right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. It says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That comes with requirements, right? So you being a chosen people, right? You ever heard the phrase, to whom much is given, much is required? Everything is, you haven't heard of that? All right, you're fairly young, so that could be why. But there is a phrase called, to whom much is given, much is required. Right. And to us, everything was given, chiefly the oracles of the Most High God, which is these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because that was given to us, much is very much required of us, right? We're the chosen people. We're the top people, right? So, can your body function without a head? No, right? Much wise, we are the head of the world. So the world can't function properly if the head of the world isn't functioning how it's supposed to function. This is why you see all the wickedness that's going on in the earth right now, right? I guarantee you, if so-called Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans came back to the Most High God and they were put in charge, there will actually be world peace. Are you a fan of world peace? You want world peace, right? So God tells us how to achieve world peace.
This is Proverbs 29 verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
You listen to that? Did you get the gist of that was saying? Right? You know, righteous on authority, right? The Bible tells us what is our righteousness, right? When you go to Deuteronomy 26 and 25, it tells you that the laws are righteous. Right? It becomes our righteousness when we fulfill it. But when it tells us that when the righteous are in authority, it's talking about people who are authority. When they are in authority, the people rejoice. That's what world peace is, right? Everybody rejoicing. Would you say everybody's rejoicing right now? No, right? Because the righteous are not in authority. So again, that goes back to if you want world peace, put black people that are keeping the law in charge. And that's how you get world peace. Not me. I'm not the one saying that. The Bible said it. The Bible produced both you and me. So the Bible said the righteous are the authority, people are good. And you say you were a fan of world peace. So for us to get world peace, black people have to be ruling the world, right?
This is 1 John 2 and 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him.
That was self-explanatory, right? If you say you love God, or you know God, but you're not keeping the commandments, you're lying to yourself and to God, right? So for you to know God, or for you to have a relationship with the Most High God, you have to keep the commandments. That's the only way you can have a relationship. You can't determine how you make a relationship with the Most High God. You're not the one setting the terms for the Most High God. He has the open ground. He has the advantage. You come to him in meekness and humbleness. He dictates how the relationship goes, right? So that's how you set the term.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and the reproofs of instructions are the way of life. And this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established on the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and come.
Keep this, bro. Keep this, bro. Listen to what he's saying. We talked about world peace, right? This is literally the rubrics of how to establish it.
It says, and many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. O house of Jacob, come ye, and let us walk in the light of the Lord.
That's what it says, right? When we are established, the nations are coming to us to learn, right? Everybody's going to put down their weapon. It's going to be peace, right? So that is what world peace is, right? But for us to get there, we have to come back to the Lord first, right? Because the very first beginning of that, right, is that we have to understand the law. We can't teach the nations the law if we don't know the law. Do you know the law right now? Can you name the 10 Commandments? I just put you on the spot, man. I got to. All right. So now your homework is to know the law. Your homework is to study the law, because you have to teach it. If you want to be Christ-like, Christ knew the law. You want to be Christ-like, right? You want to be like Christ. You want to be that man after God's own image, right? You have to learn the law. You have to study the law. You can't teach the law if you don't know it, right?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. Go and proclaim these words towards the north, and say, Return, thou backsliding Israel, saith the Lord, and I will not cause my anger to fall upon you. For I am merciful, saith the Lord, and I will not keep anger forever. Only acknowledge thine iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against the Lord thy God, and hast scattered thy ways to the strangers under every green tree, and ye have not obeyed my voice, saith the Lord. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
See, we are so far removed from the law that I'm not even supposed to be teaching you the law right now. Your family is supposed to be teaching you. Your dad is supposed to be teaching you that. Your mom is supposed to be teaching you. Your household is. But because we're so far removed from this, now you have people that have to come out to the streets and teach a 16-year-old the law of the Most High God that he's supposed to be learning from his own household at a young age. That's how far removed we are from the law, right?
Verse 15, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
This is the knowledge and understanding, which is the laws and commandments. Like, for example, the law says we can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster. Do you eat any of those? You don't eat pork, do you eat crab? No shellfish or anything like that? That's good. So now we got to get you celebrating the high holy days, like the Sabbath, right? We just had Passover. That's right. These are, contrary to popular belief, these are not the Ishmael's culture. This is me and you's culture. we have to come back to our culture, right? Celebrating the high holy days, not eating abominable foods, loving each other, right? Christ says one of the first things, or one of the things that Christ said is that men will know you by the love you show each other. If you look at so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American communities right now, would you tell that they are the people of God by the love they show each other? No, because we have evil eye towards each other, right? If this was out of this context right now, we would be looking at each other with an evil eye. I'll be trying to take whatever you got, or you'll be trying to take whatever I got. This is how our communities are, just because we've been so far removed from the laws of the Most High God.
Now I was just gonna add, like when you said the feast days, like we have our people celebrate holidays, Christmas, all these things, right? But every time we do it, we say it's for what? For the family, right? For the kids, right? It never feels like we're doing it for God, right? But we have our own holidays where it feels like we're doing it for the family, for the kids. But guess what? We actually feel like we're doing it for God too.
This is what we're actually teaching. That we gotta. One of the first things that Christ says is, right. Somebody asked him, somebody tried to catch Christ, right? They try to say, which is the greatest commandment? And Christ answered, the greatest is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul. And the second is like unto it, to love your brother as yourself. On these hang the commandments, right? So the very first thing that you have to understand is that God has to be first. Not me, not him, not anybody. Serving the Most High God has to be first. That's why when we first came up here, I had the brother read to the requirements of the Most High God. And the very first thing it says is to love the Lord your God with all your soul. That's what's required. All right, brother? So did you get a card?
Yeah, I did.
You got a card, right? So we're here every Saturday.
I gotta go.
Right? So we got a card, we got a YouTube channel. You can tap in with us. We're here every Saturday around this time. All right?
Chance. Well, you living, you can't better search him. Got a call on his name like it's urgent. Never knowing that day is emerging. So we're penning the weight of perversions. Judgment coming, that thing is for certain. Let's go.